All right, Shalom. All praise and glory goes into Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors unto our apostles and elders, great millstone, peace and blessings unto the elect. All right, this is an article off of RTnews.com. All right, and it's going into, keeping our eyes put on the Middle East. All right, despite all the debating that's going on. The prophets of the Lord, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, of course, we are inspired through the Holy Spirit, have been quickened, have came back to our nationality, our heritage, calling on the true name. Well, the book of Baruch says, I will give them a heart and mind to know me and to fear my name. So, right, the prophets never debated. They were set up to pluck down, destroy, and to root out kingdoms through the word of the Lord, to warn you of the forthcoming judgments that were going to take place, when Yahweh Shema Shai appointed the time for them to take place. So now we're, keeping our eyes put on the Middle East. All right. We're not great debaters. We're prophesiers. Whether you believe it or not, it's going to come to pass. And one of the many things that were foresaid to come to pass was war in the Middle East. All right. Or war in the Middle Eastern region regarding the other nations being gathered together in the Valley of Jehoshaphat. All right. And this is what we see. Israel is stirring the pot up. And the scriptures say, the least of the flock shall draw them out. Who's the least of the flock of Esau, Edom? Amalek, the small hats, the people that parade in the land of Israel. All right. So let's read a little bit. It says, last chance to prevent war with Lebanon, Israel. Hezbollah needs to pull back from the border in line with a long-standing UN resolution. The foreign ministry spokesman has said, it says the Israeli foreign ministry has warned that now is the last chance to avoid a full-scale clash between West Jerusalem and Hezbollah. All right. And Hezbollah is backed by Iran. All right. You can put it in the Google search bar in Hezbollah. And then it will say what countries are allies with Hezbollah. Iran, and Iran is in unison with Russia. Gog and Magog eventually, which is Russia, will be the big brother, the guard unto all these other nations. All right. And Israel is really the leader of America. Anything Israel does, America's going to follow suit. All right. It says, insisting that the Lebanon-based militia must withdraw from the southern part of the country. The statement came after Israel accused Hezbollah of a rocket attack on a soccer field in the Golan Heights on Saturday that killed at least 12 teenagers and children and wounded about 20 others. Hezbollah has denied involvement in the attack. All right. So this is jumping down. Let's see. Yep, it says now is the very last minute to do so diplomatically. Marmorstein's added, arguing the global community to impose sanctions on Iran, which for years has had close ties with Hezbollah. You see there? Iran, Hezbollah. All right. And Iran is the raging bulls of Carmania. The raging bulls of Carmania written about in the book of Second Esdras, which are the Persians. Okay. Which is Elam. Okay. It says, Israel's military claims to have already retaliated, saying that the airstrikes have been carried out on Hezbollah targets, both deep inside Lebanese territory and in southern Lebanon. All right. So let's get this real quick. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, in verse 4. It says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great nation, great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord Yahweh, Ba'Shem Shah of hosts, mustereth the host of the battle. Musters meaning gather, prepare. All right. Let's grab that word real quick. It's that word mustereth. All right, AV 16:11. So the Lord gathers the nation's army. All right. This is a muster properly to collect troops for review, parade, and exercise. All right. So the Lord has his Yahweh Shema Shai is omnipotent. This is what we're seeing upon earth. Prophecy take place. The Lord gathering the nations of the heathen, because he's the omnipotent God. He's our power, but he controls everything. Everything is moving according to his word. Even you guys that are coming up against what we're saying, prophecy. All right. This is let's grab this real quick. Isaiah 34. And we're gonna go back to that and finish reading that. All right. So the Lord lifteth up a nation and setteth down. All right. The Lord ruleth in the kingdom of men. Wars, skirmishes, disagreements, sanctions. The Lord has his hand in that. Yahweh Shema Shai, Ba'ashem Ruchakodash, via the holy angels. And we are part of the Lord's will being done on earth. Lord willing, we're the elect. All right. We're speaking out the things that he aforesaid written. This is Isaiah 34:11. The Carmen Salakia. Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate, for my mouth it have commanded it, and his spirit have gathered them. All right. Muster. It says properly to collect troops for review, parade. We constantly see China do parades, and Russia showing their military might, practicing, doing joint military exercises. This is the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai upon the earth, preparing the nations for World War III. All right. It says, but in general, to collect or assemble troops, persons, or things, the officers muster their soldiers regularly. They muster all their forces. The philosopher musters all the wise sayings of the ancient. To assemble, to meet in one place, an assembling of troops for review, or a review of troops under arms, a register or roll of troops mustered, a collection, or the act of collecting. Right. So the Lord of hosts mustered the battle. He causes the troops to be gathered. He causes the war. All right. And causes the troops to come together and fight against each other. All right. You read all throughout the scriptures how the Lord is going to raise up a king. He's going to rule. All right. Or this army is going to destroy this land. When, the prophets were prophesying to the nation of Israel, telling them that, Nebuchadnezzar was going to come and destroy us for our disobedience and sin. That came to pass. He caused that army to come up against us and destroy us. So likewise, the other heathen nations, for the sake of Yahweh Shai coming to destroy them. All right. This is that's it on that article. Let's go back. This is Jeremiah 51 regarding the least of the flock, the small hats. All right, because they're going to play a major part in drawing out America into this war with this Gog and Magog and these other nations. All right, a world war is going to cause everybody to choose a side. Everybody's going to be involved for the sake of Yahweh Shai coming with that sword and the chariots to judge all the nations. All right, in 2nd Ezra the 13th chapter. This is yeah, this is a good chapter. This is Jeremiah 50. This is a good read. I'm gonna jump down to the point. Jeremiah 50 in verse 45. It says, therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord, or the will, the intent, all right, of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, that he have taken against Babylon. Right. What's modern day Babylon? America, spiritual Sodom and Egypt. This is the big shit upon earth, America, quote unquote. All right. In his purposes that he have proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. All right. The least of the flock is Israel, and Babylon is the bullseye, the target upon earth, where the Lord is going to make desolate without inhabitant. All right. Via the missiles that are going to be shut off from these other nations and the chariots. Yahweh Shah coming with the chariots. All right. It says, at the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved and the cry is heard among the nations. Why? Because they're no longer going to benefit off this whore, the number one consumer. All right. This is, yeah, that was it on that. Let's go to Joel chapter 3 and I'll close it. Just real quick. Joel chapter 3. Let me see if it's somewhere on this article. No, that was basically it. And it's a lot of stuff going on. You got the Olympics going on. All right. You got the fake assassination attempt of Donald Trump. All right. You got Joe Biden talking about stepping down. So there, there's a lot of distractions going on, and they're trying to, hide, that war is on the horizon. Everybody in the whole earth, or all the nations in the world, are preparing for war. They're gearing up. All right. The Israel nearing all-out war. You see? And if Israel starts something, America's going to be right there. All right. Backing them up. You see, that's what it means where it goes into the least of the flock. Amalek shall draw them out. Who? Babylon the Great, America. All right. And all its military bases around the world. You see, they're going to have to stand up. All right. To defend Israel. You see, this is Joel chapter 3 and verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, right? The heathen. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty man. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. And this is what we're telling the earth and everybody, our people. The Lord is about to have the whole world go to war. All right. You know the MOTB is coming. So it's a lot of big things that are to come upon the earth. And this is what we're preparing for. This is why we do the lessons. This is why we go out, so we may have aid and comfort and be protected from a divine power through all this uncertainty, all this death that is coming, and all these hard times that are coming to the whole world. All right. So we just don't go out here preaching for no reason. It says Joel 3 and verse 9, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. All right. So the Lord is going to gather the nations for the sake of World War III. All right. In the valley of Jehoshaphat. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. So, right. Disregard agricultural weapons. Disregard building up the society, economy. All right. Farming. All disregard that and focus on war, weapons. All right. Let the weak say, I am strong. What is that going into? Well, all these other nations are emboldened because they have missiles and they have, Gog and Magog, Russia. All right. At their side, to stand up against America. All right. So they're emboldened, these smaller nations, and they're rebuttaling, that America is wicked. They're standing up to this whore. All right. Joel 3:11, assemble yourselves or come together or prepare yourselves and come all ye heathen and gather yourselves together round about thither cause thy mighty ones to come down. O Lord, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So all the heathens are being gathered to be judged. All right, according to the counsel of the Lord. He's going to gather them in the valley of Jehoshaphat, the valley of the Most High judgment. All right. Let me grab this real quick to come to mind. This is Isaiah 34. And I'm going to close it out right here. The Lord will not come back. How about Shema Sharatazah with another lesson? The Lord will edifying. All right. It's Isaiah 34:1. Come near ye nations or heathen to hear and hearken ye people. Let all the earth hear and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, the heathen, and his fury upon all their armies. That's why he's mustering them and assembling and gathering them. He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter. And who's going to perform that? When Yahweh Shai comes, read 2 Ezra the 13th chapter. This is when this is going to be fulfilled. What does Ezra say? I saw nothing but dust and smell of smoke, and I was afraid. That's when Yahweh Shai comes and obliterates these armies in the Valley of Jehoshaphat. That's the heathen being judged. All right. So how are they going to come back into power? That don't make sense. This is Isaiah 34:3. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth from the vine, and as the falling fig from the fig tree. All right, so I'm going to stop right there, Lord, in this edifying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh Bashmal Shai, Ba'ashem Rechakodash, peace and blessings unto the elect, Shalom. Double honors unto our apostle, Elder Great Millstone.